In about 30 minutes, parishioners from the Spirit of Truth Tabernacle Church will show up here to start fixing this massive hole. You can see straight through the building all the way to the pews. You can see that investigators have been here marking these. These are all around the house. In fact, I want you to just take a look at what officers we're dealing with. Now, this is the back door of the home, and right above this window here is a cluster of bullet holes, heavy, heavy brick. It came from the side of this house that is absolutely completely gone. And then down here at the bottom, there's little particles of sand. There's some dirt floating around in there. This is what this area of Armourdale looked like earlier today, but now it's clear. Just listen to them. Here they come up here right outside the House chamber. They're up here on the floor with us now. Let's just take a listen to what this sounds like echoing throughout the rotunda. Then this meeting would fall under the Sunshine Law because we're all here and we could vote. But if Morgan, Michael, and Vince leave, that leaves just Edwin and me. Some people here at KCI say they've already started getting in their cars earlier to beat the rush. It's really difficult to tell even where the sidewalk ends and the water begins. But if you were to walk up this ramp just a few feet, maybe 10 or 20 feet, if this blue light goes on, it tells members of the community that the shelter is open and where to find it in the building. This is a bucket of hailstones picked up by Ryan Cooper. It is heavy, it is cold. Well, I hope Nate and his wife get out to Orlando too. I wish they would take me with them because I'm ready for some sun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to eat this donut and I'm going to catch you all after the game. Live in Manhattan, Caroline Sweeney, KCTV5 News. You enjoy that donut, and Caroline, we know you're going to be cheering loud tonight.
We're used to having these things happen. It broke through the bags.
I never thought that I would see water like this.
Water like this, rushing over the road, coming up and tempting the railroad tracks and the sandbags to fight back. One levee breaking overnight.
Then we had another levee break down east a little bit.
We built a levee and stuff back in there back in the day, but I mean, it's gone.
After that, a waiting game.
It's really not all that exciting.
Don Borgman is a realist. He knows what it takes to wait out a flood.
We wait for the water to go down and then start cleaning up and go back after it again.
But
the floodwaters have risen so high.
While they were waiting,
we need to get all vehicles out of here in like the next 10 minutes or they won't be able to get out.
The water was not. Everyone had to go. Less than 30 minutes later, and this road was completely flooded. And for people living here, the only thing they could do was watch. In Levees, Missouri, Caroline Sweeney, KCTV5 News.
Man, we just got done with this.
It was the call that could have stopped this water.
Here we go again.
From flowing in one of KC's most iconic fountains.
There was actually a lot more damage than we previously had thought.
Jordan Klein is an engineer with the Parks and Rec Department.
As I renovate these things, I sometimes get a love-hate with them, so...
This scaffolding around the Meyer Circle fountain could be both. The freezing winter took a toll on the 300-year-old fountain.
You can also see some of the parts in the bottom where the bowl fell.
This bowl came tumbling down, cracking, destroying parts of the stone. KCTV5 wanted to know, was this ice from the fall the reason?
We don't believe so.
This is kind of the epicenter of our fountains.
And the fix for this icon didn't come cheap.
$30,000.
But for fountain enthusiasts, the cost is worth it.
Not only is it one of our most beautiful fountains, it's also one of the most recognized.
Even the most memorable.
After prom, we all decided to go out in our formal attire and just jump in the fountain that was right there at Ward Parkway, 63rd Street.
This water came on just in time for Fountain Day on Monday. In Kansas City, Missouri, Caroline Sweeney, KCTV5 News. Loose Park in the spring. People move at a different pace, move at a different beat in the city in warm weather.
I think it's one of the best parks in Kansas City.
The first weekend to grill out with family and swing into the week. Kayla Lewis didn't hesitate to get outside.
It's been raining the past week. I work a full-time job, so just spending the day with them.
We're going for a walk.
But even with all this sun and stuff to do, people were still on their phones.
Blackberries used to be like a fruit.
Apple rolled out this screen time feature in 2018 to help people put their phones down. and keep their heads up on days just like today.
Get out and enjoy the day.
During this last year, tech companies like Google and Apple have been helping people do just that, get out and away from their screens.
We talked to a lot of consumers, really studied them, listened to them, and tried to understand their habits and what they actually needed.
You can see that right here in KC.
Just spending family time with my kids is the most important thing. Yeah. Nothing interesting going on social media that I'd like to look at.
The beeps, the click of the keys. It does activate the nervous system, and we're not even realizing it.
Fanny Mandelberger was with her dog Scout this afternoon, enjoying the sunlight instead of the blue light, and she wasn't alone.
I've been able to get out and just be more spontaneous and in the moment with the people around me.
How does that make you feel?
Good. I feel a lot better, more focused, not as worried about what other people are doing.
Tech execs say they aren't worried about customers leaving their smartphones totally. Instead of FOMO, the fear of missing out, Google is now focused on JOMO.
We hope people experience joy from disconnecting.
The joy of missing out. At Loose Park, Caroline Sweeney, KCTV5 News.